It's a great day to be in the sugar shack, Have a few drinks while we boil down the sap. If you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. Spring is here, and those maples are all tapped. We got cold beer, and those buckets are full of sap. So I guess it's maple syrup time again, and you can smell the maple sugar in the wind. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack, having a few drinks while we boil down the sap. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the Sugar Shack. All here, and there's still lots of room. Let's get weighed, play that maple sugar tune, and we can boil all day and all night, and pray that the sugar comes out right. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack, having a few drinks while we boil down the sap. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. All right, you know it, let's sing it. And it's a great day to be in the Sugar Shack. That sounds good. Have a few drinks while we boil down the sap. It's as sweet as maple syrup. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back. I'm here, but you find me out at the Sugar Shack. And if you're looking for me, I don't know when I'll be back, but you find me out at the Sugar Shack. Hey Jeff, is that getting close? You'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. Oh, it smells good, brother. You'll find me out at the Sugar Shack. I think we better take off our batch. Hey man, we're waiting on you at the Sugar Shack.
Hey. Hopefully everybody's having a great Procrastination Thursday. Now that we got it figured out, we got it on the right channel. Just give me one sec. So we got a change from behind me. It's now beside me. It's time to build some new cabinets. That was a whole lot of fun. Just give me a sec here. Why is this not? Oh, what a pain in the you know what. There we go. With with my iPad, if I don't close down the music, it has like pause things in front of the whole chat, and I can't read the chat. And if I can't read the chat, then I get in trouble for not reading the chat. Because Lord knows I'll get you didn't see my comment. Yeah. That's why I've got amazing moderators. Just saying. So, what else we got going on this week? We finally got some sun today. I think I'm going to call the farmer and tell him to come bale my grass. My lawn tractor's still in at the dealer getting fixed. Nobody can seem to figure out what's wrong with it. So, I'm telling you, if Miss Ann was here, she would go crazy. Because, well, it's Dandelion City. And you all know Miss Ann loves her dandelions. I bet you I could booty scoot across my lawn several times, and I could get myself a 55-gallon drum of dandelions. Well, here, buddy. That's if Hank didn't get to them first. Because, well, as everybody knows, he lost 2/3 of his small intestine last year. Actually, this weekend last year. We thought we had lost him. But his stomach still, he enjoys eating grass. Well, everybody knows what dogs eating grass does. It's never pretty. But he tends to enjoy dandelions. And then I don't enjoy what happens after that. Right, Goober? He wants to go down and see the turkeys. They're getting big enough now that he likes to play with them. And he doesn't understand why I won't let him play with them. So I've got a little short coming out later on today that will, actually, it should be out to my members right now. Just showing how big these little critters are getting. I tell you what, they are at least 4 times larger. Whenever I changed all their cribbage or whatever you want to call it last night, they're 4 times the size they were last week whenever I picked them up. They're only born last week. I'll tell you what, they're mini dinosaurs now. They're gone from the cute chick stage to the, oh my God, you're an ugly teenager stage for turkeys. Oh, they do, Tiffany, they do. That's what they're meant for, is meat. So that's what they're, all right, Wendy. That's what they're meant to do, is to feed people. So that I'm just trying to, man, I hate iPads, but I didn't feel like going downstairs. I got to go down there and work later on anyway, so in the shop. But I just got to say, it's crazy how big, and it's just the legs on them. And they went from, I could fit all 5 in the palm of my hand, to 1 now I have to grab by the back. And I can't wait. 20 weeks can't come fast enough. And that's, the turkeys, our neighbors around the corner, has entered the ugly teenagers. Honestly, one day they're cute little furry chicks. Within a week, they're like, don't want to see them in the dark. So we'll see. It's a new type of turkey. There's not as much, how do I say this? There's not as much not regeneration, but modification and cross breeding, and this is a more from what we're told, a more wholesome turkey. They're about $2 each more, but they're not like inbred or mass produced or don't know. All that I know is it's hey brother, you're changing a flywheel. Hey, watch them digits. I hate changing flywheels. I've done it about 6 times, and I've lost a fingernail, and I had so many blood blisters. You be careful, my friend. And don't worry, brother. You're still in my prayers every time I close my eyes. Hopefully things are starting to dry out, so everything will go well next weekend. And I just pray that anybody that's around Oklahoma that can give Josh one day, 2 days would be better, but even one day. Because Lord knows, man, oh man, oh man. Just seeing the different videos coming out of like Brandon and Daniel, well, the whole crew, right? Rusty. It's crazy. I don't think they were that far from your house. If I'm not mistaken, they were actually relatively close to your house. Well, the video came out the end of last week, so it would have been the first of the week before. But anyways, you pay attention to changing that flywheel, and we'll do some procrastinating for you. Because Lord knows you ain't got enough time to procrastinate. And you are my brother in procrastination. Yep. Oh, I know they live within 15 minutes of you. But whenever Daniel brought in his little backhoe, or not backhoe, his little hoe, and they all had their skid steers, and I like what the sheriff has put up. Well, I guess it was probably Davis Municipal. That big sign or that big pole that if you got anywhere close to where you shouldn't be, started flashing lights. And I think it was in Brandon. Yeah, he was taking Dutch around at night, showing the different scum sucking looters. They need to find their butts full of lead, because that's just disgusting. And that one old lady that they trimmed one tree and charged her $1,900. Man, I'd love to find those boys. I'd take $1,900 out of there, you know what, because that was crazy. But there's brother Johnny. What's going on, Johnny? But again, Josh, we'll let you change your flywheel, because Lord knows you're going to procrastinate without me talking to you. And, well, it's just better that we let you concentrate so that you come out of this with all your digits. G'day, Rebecca. And we got Scotty, we got Tiffany, Dave and Daisy. They stopped by for a little bit. And we got ourselves a bunch of lurkers. But that's okay. Lurkers matter too. Just saying. And what else? Yes, if if you're able to help Josh in any way, all his stuff is on his about page, and I won't keep rehashing that. You all know what Josh needs, and I'm sure he's videoing or he's recording. We might. I don't know, Johnny. I'm gonna wait till Johnny comes, but because I don't want to, I truly think that if Josh records now, we might see it next year. Not that he's busy right now, and I get it. He's actually, for once, he has an excuse not to put out a video. Just saying. Josh, that's why you got to get Trinity trained. Or should I say, Mini-Me trained. And get them doing your editing. Just saying. A lot of YouTubers are getting their kids to do all their editing. And I've seen some pretty good editing. I tried that with mine. All three laughed at me. What do you do? Oh, yeah. If Josh could get himself a metal roof, that would be a blessing. That would be a very, very, very big blessing. Sorry guys, my phone's going off here too. I'd love to get a metal roof, but I'll be grateful to be able to get shingles. Yeah. There's not really a huge price difference, Josh. So there was at one time a tremendous price difference. The most expensive part of a metal roof right now is the installation. If you could get a bunch of guys together and put it on, like strap it, put it on, number one, you're not going to have to peel your shingles. You can go over one layer of shingles. So that will save you time and money. And I know up here anyways, there's maybe a couple $1,000 difference between 40-year, I forget what I put on our roof, 40-year decorative shingles. I don't know. 40 years sold me. I figured 40 years I'll be long gone. But just keep on praying, and I just can't even imagine, Josh, how, obviously you're going to have to go out of state to even try to get this stuff. Because I'm sure the people that have cash in their back pockets have already got all the local stuff tied up. Yeah, that would be the biggest question right now, Josh, is how many layers of shingles are on your house? Because if there's only one, you should be able to go over it. Hey, Jess. And yeah, you never have to worry about it. I got a quote for $12,000. What? Tell me you're joking. 12K. I can it's just one layer, but plywood in the main area needs to be replaced. Okay, well, if it's not all a plywood, yeah. As long as it's not all your plywood, Josh, I bet you most of that is labor. Because and there shouldn't be a large amount of financial difference between here and there, especially with the price of the dollar. I need plywood and tar paper and okay, so so what they dinged you for is, instead of doing a spot replace on your plywood, oh my God, Jesse, I don't want to say what I paid for mine then. And mine are the 40-year decorative or I don't know. I only paid $2,200. Now I did the job myself. I gave a contractor $1,000 cash to put it on, so it was under $3,500. And I've got a bungalow, maybe a little bit smaller than what the insulation in the attic plus the sheetrock has to be. Oh, so are you talking 12 grand for just the roof, or 12 grand in damage that needs to be done? Because that's a whole other thing. Yeah, there you go, Rebecca. Yeah. What Rebecca said. Architectural, yeah. That's it. Big word. Not processing well. That's just the roof. Wow. And Jesse, I could see Houston charging that, and I'm not being smart. You're a large center. It's the same thing as it's much cheaper to have something done in my small community than what it is in big city of say Toronto of 6 or 7 million people. So yeah, no, it's wow. Now, how much of that, Josh, can you get back through FEMA? Or is it even worth? I know, people lost their homes here in my township in 2019 in the flooding, and they still have not got any government assistance. Yeah, 2019 till now. It's disgusting. Absolutely, Johnny. Yep. The material. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. But if you could probably do it yourself. And I know you're working around the clock trying to pay for this stuff. I'm sure FEMA will step in. It's got to be some kind of disaster relief, either through the municipality, like either through Davis, Sulphur, Murray County. It's got to be some kind of relief coming federally and state, or they could be just going under one entity. But yeah, wow. All my tools and belongings went down the creek. They said they pay me. What? Fight them, buddy. Fight them. They're going to try to lowball you. That is their job. Unfortunately, I don't know how a lot of these insurance agents sleep at night. The adjusters. Because there is. I'm sorry if you've got anybody that's an insurance adjuster, but they're all slimy. I've not met. Well, I shouldn't say that. The last time we had a flood downstairs, I had a wonderful adjuster. She didn't hold anything back. If it was questionable, she did it. But that's one out of countless numbers either myself or my friends have had. Oh, Josh. Okay, buddy. Yeah, that doesn't even cover 3 impacts. The amount of tools that Josh had. Wow. Well, I don't know, Jesse. That's one job I couldn't do. Nope. Most insurance companies don't do flood insurance. Really? See, up here they all do. I had 2 floods. One was some pump stopped working and we were gone for the weekend. Came home to 2 feet of water in our basement. So they had to take all the walls, carpet. They put those big industrial dehumidifiers in for, I think it was a month before they did any work to ensure everything was dried. They sprayed everything for mold. Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry, brother. Just truly wish there was more I could do for you. But yeah, you know. Yeah, when do you think there's a few different ones, and you got to research what you give and who you give to. You know, like it honestly there was one Daniel was up on top of a hill and panned around and everything was gone. Every house was leveled. People were there just trying to dig through to find sentimental things. And there was one house that was standing. Like nothing wrong with it. It's like the good Lord put a force field around that house. And I don't know how it, you know, everything was leveled for as far as the eye could see, except this one home. It was, I think it's on Daniel. I think Daniel posted it. Dutch might have, but I think it was Daniel. It was just crazy. Um, I've got a bad mold smell in the house. Have you got power back? Like, can you even start running dehumidifiers? Yeah, I remember you saying that, Johnny. You were questioning that you were in the right area until you got to about Josh's place. Or I guess no, it was the fairgrounds. And then you said you could see some damage. But yeah, no. We have power. Okay. Well, I would, and you probably can't even get them because everybody's went out and purchased them. But you know what? Throw it on your Amazon store. Dehumidifiers. And if you can, at least, after you're done with it, you can either leave it in a room somewhere or you can pass it off to a neighbor that needs it. But even if you can get a couple dehumidifiers and there's a certain spray, and again, it's probably all sold out now. Maybe somebody could bring it with them. Jan or one of those guys coming from way away. Is it Mold Buster? Anyways, you just spray it on the wood and it kills all mold and it seals the wood. So what it does is it doesn't hold the water in, but it doesn't let the mold grow. Or I don't know the technology of it. I got last drill. Johnny always goes for a drive. Like I said, don't tell Miss Christine. But he might have to get himself a new GPS. At least he has a good time doing it. He's got a great sense of humor. Go left, go right. No, we should have got off there. No, you shouldn't have. Johnny turned, and then Johnny turned. And there was the exit. Johnny should have exited off one before. Let's use one of Jesse's sayings. Who does that? We know who does it. Oh, gracious. But, yeah, no. If you have power, Josh, I would try to get you as many dehumidifiers in there. And I'm sure you've already got the wet insulation out. Because that stuff's just like a big old sponge. But anyways. Oh, Jesse, notice anything different? I got one built. There's the one cabinet that's built. There's another one that's identical to that, and then there's like a bar so that will go over in the corner. There's another one for this corner, and then there's like a bar thing that goes in the middle. So, hey, Kato, what's up, brother? Anyways, Josh, you know what? The good Lord's just giving you a little bit of a speed bump. He's already got it figured out. We can try to save the world's problems all we want. He already knows what's going to happen. But yeah, no, that just sucks that they would lowball you like that. But yeah. Oh, okay. Whenever I was on there last, bleach also works, Jennifer. Gonna look great, especially. Could you imagine? She'd go crazy. You're trying to get me killed. Come on, man. Tell you what, whenever you come up next, you can put it there. Then you best be getting in the motorhome and hitting that D. And don't, because she will come find you. Get it, brother.
Howdy, howdy. You know, I tried on the way down there. We go, well, we're going to be driving like right past Sulphur to get to Davis, and I was like, man, we're gonna run right into this. And people were telling us, you're going to see all this damage that was in our live while we were driving down. We never saw a thing. I mean, we were thinking that thing must have been extremely localized, like drop right into town, hit it, and everything, because we didn't drive into Sulphur. We just drove like right past it.
Yeah.
And then we went to Davis. And when we went to Davis, you know, the damage that we saw was the flood damage in Josh's yard. So anyway, and Josh, so you had a Snap-on one wash away. That's bad. That's bad. So,
yes.
Well, did you ever find it, or did it just wash completely away? Because I know Snap-on replaces a lot of stuff.
Yeah. There's no questions with their warranty.
Yeah, they just, I don't know. I've bought Snap-on tools at yard sales and stuff like that were broken, and you can just find a Snap-on truck and they'll just give you new one.
Exactly. No, it's crazy that
well, talk to Snap-on, Josh, if it's there.
Yeah, if you still have it, Josh, honestly. And you know what? Snap-on might even hook you up, because you probably spend a lot of money with Snap-on at your job too. So you never know what they have, like different grants. You know, hey, it's worth an ask.
Snap-on tools are, you know, good buys whenever you're buying, like if you buy used or anything like that, because like I said, they won't replace it because it still had water in it. Dump the water out, Josh.
Come on, brother.
Don't take it up there in a 5-gallon bucket of water.
I need a new one.
Take it out of the bucket it was sitting in.
Before you show the rep, you know, take it out of the mud.
They couldn't get it all out. I know we're joking and joshing with Josh.
We are,
but he's got a lot going on over there, guys. And if you can help him out, help him out. I mean, we spent a few hours over there one day with the tractor, and we got some stuff moved and things, but there's still a lot to move. There's still a lot to do. And then, it's, of course, the money thing, having money to purchase all the things to fix his house. I mean, his house needs a lot of work. That would be, that would be what I would focus on myself. But that's just me. It's something about what you live in. You want it, a certain way.
Well, especially with the little one, like if it was just like even Trinity, him and his wife or whatever, you could always just do the trailer. But, they got to, yeah.
Yeah, the first time we went over there, they were living in that the travel trailer that's there, but they had since got the house fixed up, and I feel bad because he just did the floor. He had this, there was a big hole in the floor in that one room where he was doing a live one night. He showed that hole, and then he fixed it, and it looked really great. And then this all happened, and I don't know if that's going to affect any of that or not. But yeah. There's ways of getting water out, Josh. You can put that. You can put those little bags of silica gel. You can put it in there. You can put that thing down in rice. You can set that thing down in rice, and that'll suck all the water out of it. I guarantee it. I mean, you can throw your phone in a bag of rice, and it'll dry that dude out just as good as it can.
Exactly. Hey, Evelyn. But yeah, no, you, and we're just, being smart asses, John, John, you know us, brother, by now.
Yeah.
We have nothing but
we love you, brother. We really do. I mean,
yeah,
we wouldn't, if we didn't love you, we wouldn't talk to you. How's that? I'm glad most of your chickens made it too.
Yes.
His brother sent some chickens down, and his brother lives not terribly far from us, about probably an hour and 15, 20 minutes, the opposite direction of Josh. And we came up to a meeting agreement spot for him to meet us, and we brought some chickens from his brother to him. So
good.
So they've got some extra chickens there, and he said they're all doing well. I think should have like 17 of them, right, Josh?
Wow. That's good though.
Yeah.
That's good eggs for the family, and what you don't do, you can always put at the in the store.
Yeah, we got around some bad eggs while we were over there. There was a coop that had washed like up on top of a trailer, and I guess it had a bunch of egg boxes in it where the chickens had laid eggs.
Oh.
So the eggs, they've been in all that water, which compromised them, to where they can't just sit around like normal eggs now.
Yeah.
And they went bad, and he broke one or something like that, and it was bad. 17 left. Yep. Good counter, right? I'm a good counter. You said you lost one. I knew how many you had. Yeah, there you go.
No, that's awesome. And where was he able to get any of the coops back up, or are they still down in the moat?
Well, I think the main coop, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, the main coop is still up. I mean, the turkeys and the chickens and stuff are still in the main coop. The little coops, there were a couple of, I think he had a coop that was made underneath a trampoline that's down in the creek, and it's washed up against a bank and nobody can move it. And then it had a small, like a Tractor Supply type little coop that was kind of attached with it, and it's all stuck in the creek. And then there's another built coop that was washed up on top of a trailer and that one had a bunch of eggs. And I don't know, I think maybe some chickens were sitting on the eggs or something like that. And then he's got the main coop, which I think the water ran through it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it went right through it. But I think the chickens were able to, and turkeys were able to get up on top of things inside the coop.
Okay.
And stay above the water. I think that's how that worked.
Good.
Just from observation from.
Yeah. Well, I can't even believe that he was able to find his puppy. Like, my goodness.
He tried to get the Tractor Supply one out, but it crushed on the bottom side. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, those aren't.
Well, they're not the best.
We've got one out here, and it's slowly sitting there just rotting.
Oh, really?
It's got a chicken. I mean, we even painted it and everything, but it's got a chicken in it that's sitting on 13 eggs right now, and she's by herself in there. And they'll hatch out, but they're not. Those Tractor Supply ones aren't the best. Let's just put it that way. They're made out of pine. That wood on them is pine, and pine would just deteriorate really quick. It's either pine or some kind of other.
Probably spruce.
I think they're from China, so I'm sure they got some kind of a really soft wood over in China that they make a lot of this stuff out of.
Knowing over there, it's probably the beaver puke press board.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It was it's actual wood of some sort, but it's just not.
Okay.
It's just not. It's really soft. I mean, you can take your fingernail and just push divots in it with your fingernail.
Oh, gracious.
You like soft wood. Yeah. That's the reason why we painted it.
Yeah. That'll definitely do it.
Yeah, they aren't that great, but they do have a use, and he had it, and it was his, and it needs to be replaced. It's one of those things where it's, even though it's, if you're going to have a big chicken operation, I wouldn't say go out and buy a bunch of Tractor Supply coops or anything like that. But if you have one, we have one out here, and if a tornado came by and blew it away, yes, I would say we had it. It was right here. You know what I mean?
It was
we
here.
We paid money for it. We bought it.
Well, and that's it, And it's not like he's gonna have. Oh, there you go.
Engineered wood. So it's like lab grown meat is what it is.
It's like the dried out tofu that goes bad. They make it into lumber.
Yeah. Hey, and I just heard something yesterday that's probably not gonna bode well for the economy. We just Biden is signed a deal where they're going to increase these huge tariffs on China, which is going to cause all of these tariffs on China aren't a bad idea. They're just not a great idea in the middle of a recession or a inflationary period, I guess is what you call, or whatever we have going on right now. So they're going to increase. I can't remember what metal is going to go. It's going to skyrocket. So we were talking about a metal roof for Josh's house. Yeah, that thing is probably going to just skyrocket here real quick.
Yeah.
So if you're going to build you a barn or something like that, you better do it fast, folks.
Yeah.
Because
and up here, what I had heard, most of this tariff of China with you guys was based off electric cars.
Well, that's part of
putting like a
100% on EVs. The tariff is 100% on EVs, but it's 75% on steel.
Wow.
So,
And and I
how much
shake
stuff's
my
made out
head
of steel?
that all the refineries closed. So how are we going to get, like, thank God we have a lot of metal still up here. Um
They
and
won't
I
last that
guess you
long.
guys do in Detroit and all that as well, but I don't think it's going to supply North America
No.
from what you have and we have. Like, we need that. And nobody in their right mind is going to pay a tariff of that percentage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Yeah. So yeah, and our newest thing I watched yesterday was you know how they weren't Biden never wanted to debate Donald Trump. Never wanted to debate him, never wanted to debate him, they're not going to debate him. Well, now his numbers are so low that he's thinking that they need to debate Trump. So he called him out on TV last night. Or yesterday, he called him out. He said he wants to debate Donald Trump. I'm like, man, they're going to have to pump him up with every bit of, what do you call it, adrenaline, and then they're going to have to take all the blood out of him and put in blood from somebody younger. They're going to be doing all kinds of stuff to get him to be able to stand on stage for what, more than a few minutes and do.
They're going to have to put
50 words on.
Well, they're going to have to put a pacemaker in, and whenever they see him do this, they're going to have to.
And you're going to lose subs. That's my prediction.
Oh, well.
You know what, Christine? I'm only a third party. I only see it as I see it.
Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, that's right. It will be an AI. You're right, Jesse. That's what'll happen. I guarantee that's what they'll do. They'll they won't be in person. They'll be on camera somewhere in their own location. They won't be together. I can assure you that. And yeah, it'll be AI Brandon will be on the AI Brandon.
Hey, Christine, it doesn't matter. Last week I couldn't monetize anyways. I still don't know why. Johnny and I really didn't say a whole lot of anything.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you did.
Well, we talked about Sparkle Socks for a while, and we talked about Cousin Brandon, but that's about it.
Yeah, I know, but that's enough in Canada.
Anyways, I tried to fight it.
Sorry. And you still sent me a link.
I guess it just goes to show I really
glutton for punishment.
That's it's a lot of fun, a lot of laughing and joking, and that's what it's all about. And if he don't like it because he's got a stick up his not my problem.
Here we go. So
come on now, sister.
Jennifer,
Don't call me.
I may unsubscribe to people who don't like pineapple. Well, it was nice knowing you, Jennifer.
Johnny, you like pineapple.
I don't like pineapple.
You do too. You're going to. You don't like it on pizza like the rest of
no,
the normal roll.
No, I don't like it on pizza.
Sorry, Scott.
I mean, that's just wrong.
No.
I mean, there's things in the universe that should never mix, and pineapple and pizza are one of those things.
The only thing that I won't eat on a pizza is white sauce. Whoever came up with a garlic sauce as a base, pizza's tomato sauce.
Hey, Jesse, you can't type that word in here. That's the reason why he has no.
Yeah. And it is, Jesse. It really is.
It is, but
extra pineapple, extra ham, and hot peppers. Oh, you got yourself a pizza.
Hot peppers and pineapple and oh my goodness.
Bacon.
ER visit coming.
Yes, AR visit coming. That's what Christine said. Yes. No. Evelyn goes, did you like the hummingbird cake? It has pineapple in it. And I go, yes, whenever I read the first part. Then I go, no.
And I didn't know there was pineapple in it.
What's with the Brandon thing?
What is the Brandon thing?
Oh, so
Let's go, Brandon, if you remember that, Lynn.
The Blands?
No, this is Lynn. She said, what's with the Brandon thing?
No, but I'm saying the Blands have their t-shirt that says, let's go branding.
Let's go branding.
Branding.
yes.
Branding.
Which I need one of those.
So Lynn, we really can't get into it here because I'd be demonetized, but just go and Google.
Well, I don't even know if you can Google it. You know how it is now. Jennifer got an old set of encyclopedias, and I told her, I said, man, that thing is gold because it shows what words actually mean. Not what they mean now, not what they mean since, 4 or 5 years ago, whenever they started changing the meaning of words, but what words actually mean.
Like I remember whenever a hashtag was number sign on a phone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm talking about important meanings, not like hashtag. I'm talking like.
Oh no,
like
that's
what?
where we go different, Jesse. I like my jalapenos.
There you go, Jesse. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of spaces and characters in between it and everything else. So
pepperoni, they're just not hot enough on a pizza. You gotta have jalapeno with the everything still in there, so it's nice and warm. Oh wow, it's before 1960s, Jennifer.
Yeah, they're good.
Wow.
Yeah, back whenever,
I was born.
Words were cool, not like all the words they've taken out. I mean, you can't find many words in the encyclopedia now that used to be in the encyclopedia. You can't find them because they've taken them away.
I forget who it was. They could not put up their video for monetization because they called Karen Breast Karen.
Oh, I got in trouble for saying something to her in the chat one time. Karen.
Yeah.
It blocked.
Maybe that was
it blocked the word. It blocked the name Karen.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
But really?
Really? I can't even say hi to my friend Karen.
Yeah. Sorry.
Said it was an offensive word and hit it.
Your
and all that
God-given name.
Yeah, it's like, hi, Karen. And there was a message said that it was an offensive word, blah, 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 et cetera, derogatory, all that kind of stuff. And
that's whatever you should have typed in. I'm sorry, Snowflake.
Yeah. Most info online is actually misinformation. That is correct. Online info is misinformation. And what do you think about this Facebook deal where everything is, instead of just having a search bar where you can search for somebody's, their page or something like that. Now it says ask Meta.
Yeah.
So whenever you go into the search, it says ask Meta. And that's AI, guys.
Yeah.
So if you are going to ask Meta, and I guarantee if you went in there and said, if you say something it's their way of not having, how they used to have fact checkers on everything. This is their new way of having fact checkers, because if they think that you're putting out something wrong, it has that thing up there where it says ask Meta. Meta is going to, basically tell them that you're all wrong and, what you put is totally incorrect and blah blah blah. Yeah, it's more censorship. Yeah, yes, Wendy. Wow, seriously, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm with Lynn. Pineapple and pizza doesn't go together. That's right. I met a guy and he is all AI. So,
True
but
story.
Wendy, on another note, Wendy got moved into their house.
What's
yes,
that?
they got moved into their house.
Well, they disappeared for a little bit, but now she's back.
Yeah, she just moved in, so I'm all excited for them.
Yeah,
because apparently that was a great source of anxiety. So
yeah. Not yet.
not yet. We're
Moving to
moving
new
into our
house
house this weekend. Okay. More anxiety moving in. Oh, I hate moving stuff. I really do.
That's if I never had to move again, it'd be too soon.
You know what we did, Wendy, when we moved here where we're at? I think we brought the living room set. I think that's the only thing we brought from the other house. Every other piece of furniture in this place we bought new for this house and left all the other furniture. We left the other house totally furnished because I didn't want to move it. Christine didn't want to move it. We just wanted new stuff. Yeah.
For new furniture, and we had old 1960s.
Yeah, she said we had old 1960s furniture and we saved for new furniture. Yeah, that's right.
It's I don't know. I just the electricals still. Oh, yeah, okay. She's got some real stress going on. If they're moving in this weekend and they still don't have electrical. Yeah.
Hi, egg nutters. I need that 10 acres down the road from you, Johnny. Yeah, Evelyn, if you had that 10 acres, you would be within walking distance of us. It's not very far. There's actually 2 10-acre parcels for sale, just real close to us. They're right next to. I think you're going to have to. I think we need Jesse to do something here, Scott. What do you think?
Jesse's got to jump up. That's Twitter. That's Twitter.
Oh. I don't do the Twitter thing, but yeah.
Normally it's really good. You know.
I have a feeling, Scott.
See, they can't see what we can. So that's what he was talking about, Jesse, about you popping up. I don't know. See ya.
The reason I say that's because
they're gone.
Okay, the reason I say that's because that happened on one of Dale's lives. We had two that came in just like that, and they got into a conversation between one another, and then they started saying some really nasty things.
Well, that's why I totally shut down Twitter.
Yeah.
So the only thing, if they come back on YouTube, then Jesse can eat them up.
Is there not like is there not like mods on
I don't have any Twitter mods. No.
Oh, okay.
So what I have to do is I just have to shut it down. Like we're still going on Twitter.
Yeah.
And that was, we're still going on Twitter. It was Twitch.
Twitch
is where these two.
Wow, we're just everywhere.
Oh, you're all over, buddy. You're all over.
Oh my God.
I've actually got quite a bit of people from there that have joined their YouTube to me. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to congratulate you on your 3K as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I noticed you got your 3K, so congratulations on that. I know those milestones are, difficult to hit,
I didn't even know I had. Jerry came in and said, "Hey, you got 3K." I'm like, "No, I don't." He's like, "Yeah, you do." I went, "Look, yeah, I did." But
Yep.
thank you.
Yeah, and like I said, sometimes that stuff just sneaks up on you.
I
I mean,
find
you were really close. I mean, I remember you talking about
it
being
was
so
like
close
2890
to
or
somebody.
something. Yeah. But then, hey, Josh, what's going on, brother?
So for the people in the chat out here that don't know what we were talking about earlier, there were a couple of trolls in here from one of the other platforms, and Scotty, he got rid of them. So there was one of them.
That's what it started with, and Johnny and I were like, we were both watching, and then we went to this one.
Yeah.
And then
I could see right where it was going to go from there. I was like, here we go.
And then they went there, and then I had to blow them up. Now they're gone.
Yeah. And that's something I'll preach to everybody. If you're doing lives, make sure you have some kind of mods. You've got to have, and the mods that you make, they need to be good mods, and they need to be in there when you're live. Because I see so many people who make mods and stuff, and then their mods are never in their live. And I have to say, do you have any mods? And they go, well, I have a lot of mods, but none of them are here. Well, if they're not here, they can't help you. So
I have a handful of mods that I know are always here on Thursdays. I have mods that I know are always there on Fridays. And I have some mods that I know that if I go live anytime, they're there. Yeah. So it's a good mix of people you need.
Yeah.
Like Brenda. Brenda does a lot of late night. Well, she can't have a mod that is up during the day. She's got to go to her night mods. Mm-hmm. So, and you've got to have sharp mods. Unfortunately, if your mods are just going to sit there and do nothing, it's not helping you out. Yeah. A good moderator should be interacting with your people as much as what you are, so that you could focus on if you have guests or,
Yeah, I was modding on Four Sisters.
Okay.
On Christine's channel the other night, and we have mods, but I think I was the only one in there at the time. And I had to get a troll. We had a troll come in through her channel on Four Sisters. But
the bigger you get, the more
they went away just like that. So
yep. That's it. It's in one of my friends, I have a ranch just to keep trolls out. Well, Scotty, and I, back about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I got hit real bad by trolls to the point where it just about, I had to take down all my social medias. I just laid low last year for 10 killers. So a year ago, I had to sit back and just record everything because they demonetized my whole channel.
Wow.
Because of trolls.
Yeah, trolls can do that to you.
Oh, and I had nothing, and I had Facebook going. I had Jesse on here trying to help me. And, like they were like, well, you're adding so many people. You've got bots. And I'm like, what? I have a hard time turning on my computer. What the hell's a bot? And yeah, they were adamant that I was putting fake channels into and I'm like, whatever you think is fake, get out of here. because I don't want them part of my channel anyways.
Yeah.
Does me no good. And it just, during the day, because this is now the middle of the night, so all our Filipino people, it's 1:00 in the morning. They're sleeping. But yet Friday nights, that's why you'll see more Filipino people in our chats, is because it's morning time there.
Oh, okay.
Because they're exactly 12 hours. It's pretty much like Australia, right?
Yeah.
And
Now,
that was neat. That was neat with Jonesy doing his tour last night on Brian's.
Man, I forgot. I've got to set up I haven't even set up our thumbnail for tonight.
I've done
and
that.
it's a good thing because I've got to go to the cattle today, and it's a good thing I just remembered that, because if I'd have run off without doing that, because usually I run right back in right before the live starts, and if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have had it doesn't take me about a minute to make it though, so it's not that big a deal.
Absolutely.
So anyway, everybody in the chat, remember tonight is Homestead Hangout. Starts at 5 Central Time with Gillum Farms. Then it goes to White Rock Homestead at 6, Not for Nothing Homestead at 7, and then it goes to 9 Acre Family Farms at 8. So that's what's considered Homestead Hangout. I know there are many other channels that go live on Thursday night, but that is the Homestead Hangout channels.
Well, and at 9, you've got Bland's Promise Island Ranch. They go on at 9. Trying to think, what else is there? Oh, My Wild Home, I guess. They're back doing their lives, Jesse. I think. Yeah, I think Melody and Ryan are back doing their lives. Now, I usually have about 2 or 3 devices going, and that way there everybody, My Wild Home's on at 7 Central, but
My Wally Home. My Wally Home.
and he's whining about not getting picked for the flag. Can't even spell their name right.
Yeah. I think they're using that flag for like a doormat or something. I think that's where you wipe your feet when you come into the cabin.
Wait.
That's what he said. That's what he said. I heard it.
Be careful. He's near you right now. He's just up the road in Arkansas.
Yeah, I know where he's at. He's in Arkansas, but he's like 2.5 hours from us right now.
Okay.
So that's pretty close for Jesse to be within 2.5 hours of us.
I was gonna say that's like just crossing Houston and coming home is 2.5 hours.
Yeah, Houston is a ways down there, guys. He's way down there.
You know what, Scotty? You get multiple devices.
Uh-oh.
Or you rewatch Johnny. You can be the we watch.
Let's take a rewatch. Hey, boss, can I boot Gillum's out for getting sideways with us?
You do what you need to do. You're the managing moderator in here. You have just as much power as what I do in here, but I can delete the channel.
We love Jesse and Lisa. I mean, we love them.
We love Lisa. Jesse just happens to, tag
that's
off.
true. You're right. Jesse's kind of like a collateral damage or something. Yes, and Christine does watch lives on replay. When she says she's going to watch the replay, she's watching the replay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get in trouble for this, but if I'm on the live, it's usually to see what I said. I'm fixing to boot Scott now.
And again, you can't. Don't make me get Hank after you. He'll pee on your shoe.
Thank you, Scotty.
Absolutely, Scotty. That's usually my Saturday is catching up on the stuff that I missed throughout the week. Like I missed Mike and Terry last night. I had so many meetings yesterday. I just crashed.
Yeah.
And that's all part of time for me to get you demonetized. Seems like a challenge to me. But don't forget, payback's up. Actually, I've shut his live down before, so it doesn't really matter. It's we're pretty much equal now.
So yeah, Jesse's he's down. He got kind of stood up, I think, a little bit down there. I think he's got an empty camping spot next to him.
He does. He does. I'm not going to point any fingers at Terry, but
not going to point any fingers at Mike and Terry.
No. But now if Jesse doesn't like who he's got beside him, he's got to count his socks. He's got to rearrange his socks. He might even sweep. No, he won't do that.
Uh-oh, the hen got off the eggs. Uh-oh. I got to go check and see what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Hen got off the eggs. We got a broody hen, so I'm going to go check it out real quick. I'll be back.
Not for a second.
Well, not Johnny's one.
I got a broody hen right next to me over here too.
Yeah, but she can swing a 2x4.
But I'll fix that broody hen. Trust me.
Whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say big talk for a little man.
Hey, man. Yeah, we're all alone over here, man. We're all by our lonesome, way out here in the middle of,
Nice and quiet.
No,
we're out here in the middle of. We're in the middle of near Arkansas.
I thought
I don't see nobody on canoes.
Win the next Grammys?
Jesse's going to win the next Grammys. Yes. Mackenzie came in as you were doing that. She's like, "Is Jesse going to?"
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat lunch outside because it's nice out.
Yeah.
I need color on me.
Well, I'm going to be out there with my drone soon.
Yeah, I forgot I can shut this live off right here, and it says in stream. I'm gonna see what happens if I hit this red button.
It's okay. It's been about an hour and a half. It's time, anyways. Poor Johnny. Johnny will come back. And go, "Hey, guys, where'd you go?"
What we ought to do, we ought to end it, and we'll stay on. He'll think we're still on live.
And we'll have to get Christine just to sit in the basement and keep
we'll say things that we wouldn't normally say on a live. And say, "Man, y'all, what are y'all doing? What are y'all talking about? Y'all can't do that." Oh my goodness!
Oh man,
he would flip out.
That's not nice.
No, but we got here yesterday. About in the afternoon. We set up everything.
Yes, it's your friend.
Lisa's already taken Toby out for a walk on the pavement, mind you. And then some little gravel edges on the side of the road.
Yeah, the pine needles.
And I already got a tick.
No.
Well, it didn't. It was on his face,
Yeah,
and I thought
it was starting to move. And she said she looked at it, and it was a tick.
When I took it off. Yeah.
So they're everywhere over here.
Well, make sure you keep checking him. Goodness gracious, and especially yourselves. Like you're almost gonna have to wear you're gonna.
No! I got my vanilla mixed up, so we just need to put my vanilla on.
So what's everywhere over there?
Ticks. So Toby,
ticks and skeeters and no-see-ums and
we got whatever. We got them all. We got everything. Or they got everything. Not we. They got everything. Toby, we've been taking him out here, right here on the gravel in the road, and he's already got a tick on him.
Oh wow!
Well, yeah.
And we're not even going nowhere near the woods.
It wasn't embedded. It was just on his face. And so when I thought it was a mosquito and I went to take it off, it was on my hand. It was a tick.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to Arkansas, guys.
Yep. And the tick was playing a fiddle.
Now I'm surprised. I thought there would have been people moving in by now.
Well, there's so Rambling Peach is here. Not Quite Right Ranch is here. We're here. Guess who popped in last night? But we had visitors last night come knocking on the door. Who is that? Mm-hmm. This was at night. It was Tim and Dana Mason.
Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez.
The instigator, Dana Mason.
Mm-hmm.
So they visited with us. They brought their grandchildren, two granddaughters with them. So
okay.
We got to visit with them last night for a little while. But yeah, so they're starting to pile on in.
And the one guy up here is the Cuddly Texan.
Oh yeah, they got Cuddly Texan is over here.
Cuddly Texan.
Yeah, Cuddly Texan. He's a new channel, but was that him over there in the red car? Is that what it was? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's like probably, I don't know, maybe 100 yards away.
Okay.
The pavilion is
on the other side of him.
Around.
Yeah. So I'd say the pavilion's about 200 yards away from us. And it's not like 10 Killer, but this is all spread out. So if you're going to go anywhere, even to the restroom, it's a hike.
I heard you had to have a 50-foot of water hose just to reach the spigot out there.
I couldn't believe that when you were saying that small.
I've never been to an RV park where I had more than maybe 10 feet, and I got a 10-footer and a 25-footer, and I didn't have enough. That's how far it is.
It's only like a few here in the middle.
Yeah.
Most of
I don't know. Some of the other ones look like they're right there next to the electrical, but not here.
Yeah.
It's a hike.
10 Killer, we were, even though the stuff for me seemed like it was on the wrong side, but I backed in. Now, if I'd have pulled in like Jesse did, it would have been perfect, but everything was
that would have put your door on the other side. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And yeah, because 10 Killer, it was right off the concrete pad. So
right.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So next year, the only ones I can use is 55, 56, and 57. That's the only ones I can use because the other ones were hard to get in or get out.
Man, you need to be able to pull right in there. That one that you were in was a really good one for that.
That's 57. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna try and get 57 again next year. I mean, provided you have it. I don't know if you're having it, but
me. It's not me.
Well, wait a minute. Now, when I say you, I mean people in Oklahoma. If the Oklahomans are going to have it in Lake 10 Killer, I'm going to try.
It's not necessarily Oklahomans.
I'm pretty sure that JB is going to ensure that keeps going for as long as she's there.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Ask what Johnny did. What did you do, Johnny?
He would have got something.
She's all wound up there because I did what do they call it? They call it grounding.
Here we go. It's not the Gillum meetup.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what they call it? Grounding. You know what grounding is?
Yeah, you walk around outside with your bare feet.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
And she got wound up because I grounded.
Yeah. Well, you need to tell her, hey, you need to get over it because the opposites attract. You're positive and I'm negative. Boom, we're together.
What did you do? I grounded. I went outside barefoot, and that she gets wound up if I go anywhere barefoot.
Why?
Because she don't want Johnny killing the grass.
No, she don't want me bringing anything in on my feet back in the house. Because we kick our shoes off at the door.
Yeah, but you got all that decking you can walk on before you get in the house, and you got a mat right there at the door.
Right, two mats.
You mean
two?
And you
one
don't
inside
have,
and one outside.
And you got a clear glass door that dogs knock themselves out of, trying to get out of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got a clear enough glass door that
it looks like it's not there.
Toby can't tell. Toby did a perfect Superman flight. You know, I mean, you've seen Superman, how he jumps and leaps and takes off and flies. Toby did that exact thing right into our glass door.
No.
I mean,
he had the little zoomies going on.
oh my goodness. And we felt so bad. We felt so bad. But boy, he hit it hard.
Lisa said, no, you were laughing, Johnny.
That glass has got to be some kind of a temper, you know, it's got to be some kind of really strong glass because he hit that thing full bore and never even cracked it or anything.
Like he was trying to jump over the threshold.
Yeah.
You didn't respect the carpet, John.
I did not respect the carpet. Okay, I didn't respect the carpet. I'll run a vacuum cleaner over it after a while. How's that?
Right?
Amen, Josh.
Absolutely. I mean, it feels so good to walk around barefoot outside, especially after a nice rain like we had last night. And it's still kind of cool outside. So it's, you know, it's just nice today.
Thick, lush grass too. There's nothing better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it does.
It's not muddy in that grass.
Johnny, health-wise, it does really help out your body. But what makes it even better is if you walk through some like raised beds, walk around barefoot in some raised beds. That'll definitely help your health-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, goat heads will affect your ability to ground, Evelyn. Yeah. I'm a firm believer in grounding, but I also clean off my feet. How do you clean off your feet, Christine?
Water hose.
Nope.
Oh, toilet paper.
Get a pair of flip-flops for outside and inside.
No, she probably uses toilet paper like everybody else.
TP.
Here we go.
Instead of whatever.
She comes, that's right. She does. She walks in. I agree. She walks in and puts shoes on and walks through the house.
But those are inside shoes. So she can
I'm sorry.
Inside shoes.
I have to agree with her.
Three of them. Ready?
I've got I have a pair of inside and outside flip-flops.
Got the
whatever button.
Whatever.
I don't wear inside shoes. No, I don't either.
Hey, I wear inside shoes because my little toes do not like the furniture, and they always want to fight with one another.
That just hurts talking about it.
Yeah,
you got to know your proximities.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe you're not there yet, but when you get to turn 62, you start losing, you know, your judge of distance, depth perception.
Oh no, Josh. Well, I agree with her right now. There's a little bit of
whatever.
Oh, gracious.
I just take care of our home so it's not an outhouse. Wow. Okay. But anyway, did you hear about that tariff thing, Jesse?
I heard something about it, but you know, Trump did the same thing. I mean, he really did.
No, there was a different.
Okay. No, yeah, you're right.
Different situation. We had a good economy, a really great economy.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a time and a purpose for those tariffs. What you said was correct. There's a time and a purpose, and if you do it for the right reasons, then it's going to work.
It's just like,
it's all optics. It's all these optics. He's just trying to show, I'll stand up to China. Hey, bub, all you're doing is get everybody at Walmart fired so we can get to the self-checkout.
Right. That's right.
Because Walmart gets everything from China.
Somebody showed like the new one of the Taco Bell. I think it's the new Taco Bell down here in town. They showed the inside of it and they said, do you see what's missing? It's all order on a kiosk.
Yeah,
everything is a kiosk.
Yeah, McDonald's does that too.
Really? Yeah, I
No.
know McDonald's now we have 2 kiosks here, but we still have like 3 checkouts.
That's the way it is in Tahlequah, but I
Okay.
have been to some McDonald's where they don't have anybody. If you
Really?
can't, I mean, if you can't do it, if you can't order off a kiosk, you need to go through the drive-through.
But I'm sorry, guys. I'm the first one to say we did it to ourselves, and I don't mean just the 3 of us did it to ourselves, but our age demographic did it to ourselves because everybody wants $40 an hour,
Mhm.
and the owners, the individual owners. I'm not talking like McDonald's corporate. I'm talking like the individual owners that own the stores. They
Right,
can't afford to pay the wages.
right.
Like a kid now, I'm talking just first job, just
Mhm.
doesn't even know anything, how to flip a burger or anything, is getting $15.50 an hour here in Canada.
Yeah, but
$20
they're not working full time.
No,
That's
that's a
$20
kid
That's the
going to
thing. They
school.
cut their hours way down so they don't have to give them any pennies
Yeah.
to go on top of the 15.50. So there's nobody working full time at McDonald's anymore. Yeah.
See, we do here. We have a couple of older ladies that, like the checkout lady, she works every morning, 6 days a week. But
Hey,
no, there is very few full timers anymore.
Josh is correct. They have 20 self checkouts, 30 employees watching, making sure you do it, and another 10 waiting for you at the door to see check out your receipt.
Yeah.
That's
the other
Walmart.
ones are all standing at the door making sure that you're not, incorrectly checking yourself out.
And that's what I'm gonna do what Deb from Two People on the Couch says. No, thank you. I'm not participating.
I'm not participating. I'm not participating. That's what Debbie at 2 Old People on the Couch does.
Yeah.
I'm not participating. Sorry. She's not going to show them the receipt. She's not going to. I'm just walking out. I'm out of here, guys.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what's on the ship, eh, Johnny?
What's on the ship?
Mountain Dew.
Oh, awesome.
NCL.
Buc-ee's don't have Mountain Dew.
NCL is a Pepsi cruise line.
No Mountain Dew at
Look what I'm
Buc-ee's.
having. Look what I'm having in your honor today.
You're having a Mountain Dew Zero.
Mountain Dew Zero. What?
Did you ever find the
You don't like
coconut?
Zero?
It's
that
got to have a
Zero?
green lid.
He needs some sugar.
Oh, you meant like this?
Yeah, there you go. That's a real one. There you go.
Well, I'm going to have one in your honor.
Well, they've actually got, these are made with that kind of fake sugar is what these are made with. But they do have the Mountain Dew throwback at a store down here, and it's made with real sugar. And I'll tell you what, it's like the stuff we got when we were a kid. And you think, well, Mountain Dew's Mountain Dew, as far as the sugar in the other. No, it's not. The throwback stuff. Yeah, the Missouri Buc-ee's stunk. It's brand new. We went in. I did find a hat that fit me though, but
your straw hat. She showed us on.
I mean, it was I take a 7 3/8, which is a hard hat, fine than a cowboy hat.
I'm 7.5 to 7 5/8.
Yeah.
No, I got a big head, so they're hard to find.
Well, they had a bunch that would fit you in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 7 3/8 was just an odd size, and they only had one. And I was able to find it, and so we snagged it. You found a hat you haven't worn yet. That's right.
Well, hold on, Christine. Hold up. Time out. How long did it take him to use his brand new iPhone? So give him a chance. He'll get to it. Exactly.
It's that in the cupboard for 3 months.
He's pacing himself. He does that. He doesn't buy something and then use it. He'll wait. He's got a new phone mount. Probably won't use it until December.
You know what? I need to go out. You set that thing in. Here's the thing. You set it in my camper, right? You brought it to me and set it in my camper.
No,
right?
I brought it to you when you were sitting underneath the pavilion. I don't know what you did with it after that.
Okay. Well, I set it in the camper then. So I've got to go out to the camper and find it because I need to get it out and get it rigged up. I haven't even got it rigged up yet.
Well, I know that's what I'm trying to explain to Christine. Just because he bought a new hat doesn't mean he's not going to wear it. He's just going to pace himself. He'll wear it,
When I get good and ready.
It might be June, July, or
Directly.
maybe even December.
I'm going to wear it directly.
Directly. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, Scotty. And
I'm on it.
All three of my kids are back home now. They're trying to save to buy a house.
Chrissy's
damn near impossible. It's damn near impossible for a kid up here to afford a rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is $2,250 here.
That's crazy.
Like, how are kids supposed to survive? Kyle, once he gets into the military, to actually get himself out of the shacks and into a home, even being an MP is going to be 6-year wait. Well, they're every 5 years they're rotating. So he'll probably never own a home, until he gets out. And both girls, Mackenzie, the oldest, she's fortunate enough that her boyfriend soon, I pretty much let him know the other weekend that it's about time. I need grandchildren. But anyways, he's very fortunate. He's got family that.
Awesome, Joe.
They'll be
careful what you ask for, Scott.
Hey, I was born to be a grandfather.
Right,
I didn't want kids. I just want grandkids. Because then I can sugar them up and send them home.
Well, what I'm saying is, you want to make sure your kids are all married first. Then you get grandkids. You don't just ask for grandkids, because that could be careful. You could have that.
Hang on.
And then you start co-parenting.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Gertrude comes out then. Well, it's about time, Josh. You picked your nose too. Goodness gracious, man.
Hey, I think he did pretty good fixing firewall and listening to you guys at the same time.
Well, and he talked. He was like had one hand on the flywheel and he was typing on the other and crank.
Yeah, you got to remember it took him a long time because he was on that Android. And I'm sure he was having to run and trying to find somebody to link it to and get and plug it in every few minutes to make sure it had enough battery left and all that stuff.
Yeah, you drug it out to an hour because they charge you $160 an hour for labor.
Yeah,
I know what you're charging, Josh.
Yeah,
that's what they charge. They charge me $160 an hour to work on my RV. $160.
No, here's how it works, Jesse. Here's how it works right here. The shop rate, the book rate will call for two hours to do that. Okay. Yeah. He'll do it in a half hour. Right? He'll get paid for 2 hours, but today he did it in an hour and a half, so he only has 30 minutes of free. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way it works. I mean, I've seen some of those shop labor books. It's like it takes this much time to do this, and they will charge you shop labor, even though it only takes them like 20 or 30 minutes to actually do it. Because the book says it's just like insurance. Insurance says you can charge this much for this medical piece of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So on your the insurance will pay up to this. But if you pay cash, you'll pay this other price, which is a lot lower. So shop rate on mechanicking is the same thing.
So you know that
this amount, but to actually do it is this time. Yeah.
So that infusion I get costs $14,000. That's what the insurance pays. Okay. Mm-hmm. I said, well, if the insurance pays $14,000, what if I paid cash for it? How much would they charge me? Oh, $900.
Yeah.
And they wonder why we can't get insurance.
It's just
it's just, you know why? Because they say you can charge us up to this much, and they're going to charge them the full boat. That's crazy.
If it takes me longer than 30 minutes, I don't get more money. Yeah, I know you didn't get more money because you're getting a shop rate on it. So
Right.
if it takes you longer, because you're like I said, your boss gets paid for like 5 hours for it. He got it done in an hour and a half. There's 3.5 hours there of, we can do something else. But you know how it works.
Thank you.
It's just like a piece of medical equipment I needed one time was $2,750. And I went up there and they said, it's going to be your copay on my insurance was going to be $750. That was my copay. So I said, what if I just paid cash for it? Well, it was going to be $500 for the total. So I would have to pay more with insurance out of pocket. Plus, they would be able to get $2,000 extra above the $750 that I paid for the piece of equipment. But if I paid cash, I could get it for $500.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's the scam they got going on.
yeah.
You guys, like, that does not happen up here. But I'm hearing Jesse told me about the infusion, and I've heard from Glenda's told me a few things as well about how out to lunch copay is on different things, and it's like, wow.
Well, listen, let me preface by saying, listen, I know that they got a good thing going down here. The insurance companies do, all right? But I would much rather pay what we're paying here than to have what you guys have. Because I am not waiting no 2 years for a doctor appointment.
Yeah, you see,
or a medical MRI.
Yeah, see, I'm very, very fortunate, and I'm blessed beyond, because my wife works in the medical field. I don't wait near that.
Yeah,
you need to get Tony on that deal.
Yep.
Tony's having to wait forever for any help.
But again, that's where he lives. They don't have enough doctors down there. Tiffany's the same thing. So is Jennifer. So is Remy. So is my mother-in-law. They just don't have enough doctors.
So Melody and Ryan live in off of Vancouver Island, right?
Yeah.
And they don't even go to the doctors in Canada. They pay for it out of pocket. They'll go to the United States and get a procedure done.
Bye, Scott. Oh, there he is.
They'll go to the United States and get a procedure done because they know that it's going to take them forever to get it in Canada if they can get it.
Yeah.
So, because not everything, just because you're on socialized medicine, doesn't mean that you're going to get whatever done you want done.
Look at how much extra taxes I have to pay. Like I said,
I know.
Healthcare ain't free up here.
No.
It's just, instead of the insurance company getting the money, the government's getting the money.
Yep.
So, and the insurance companies ensure that there's more hospitals down there, there's more clinics. See, doctors up here are trying to shut down clinics.
A lot more access.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like I said, if I can't get an MRI from this doctor, I can go to this doctor tomorrow and get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So unfortunately up here, our little hospital with, what do we have? We have about 8 or 9 doctors. They're
yeah, but do you have a primary care? But do you have a primary care doctor?
Me? Yes.
Yeah. Well, Melanie and Ryan don't, because they said the wait is 3 years. I don't remember. I think Tony said his was 2 year. 2 year wait to get a primary care doctor in Canada. Who does that?
That's not bad for Fredericton area.
That's not bad. That's not bad, Jesse.
That's not bad. Okay. You tell me what bad is then. If I got to wait 2 years to get.
I have some residents here that are 7 years without a doctor.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And
yeah.
I
was told 12 to 18 month wait for an MRI. I was told them to put me on the cancellation list. Most people don't know there's a cancellation list. The next week I got a call for an MRI the next day.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Jennifer.
Well,
that's awesome. I mean, they should do that automatically though. they,
Right?
they should just, if they have a cancellation, call the next in line or something like that.
But a lot of
Automatically.
people are working though, Johnny, and they can't. You know, like they just
I
can't.
know that's why they call the next one and see if they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Instead of
think
just
most
sitting on their hands for that hour.
But I would think
You know,
I would think that most employers, unless you're self-employed, most employers would allow you the time to get to the doctor. You know, especially if there's been a cancellation, and that's the only slot, and they know you've been on the list for 2 years. Most employers would probably let you have the time off. I'm not saying everybody, but most employers
I
would.
would have.
Our as an employer, we would
Yeah.
let our people off whenever they needed, especially if it was one of them hard to get doctor appointments.
We'd be forced to take the entire day off.
Well, of course.
1 hour block of time. We'd be forced to take the whole day off. Well, that's like a $200 hit to a lot of people, you know, minimum that don't have holidays. What's uh-oh.
It says Lone Cross says one of my insurances needed to be renewed, but they said between me and my wife we could only have $3,000 in the bank. They wanted our life history, even how much the wife got for her mom's will. Yeah, that's a little different. They do that for most, especially seniors, because they want to know how much money they got. If they're on Medicare, Medicaid, that kind of stuff. They want to know your life history. So,
well, up here now, if you go into long-term care, they handle your money goes to them.
yeah, well, of course, same here.
And the government tops it up, and you're given I think it's $188 a month for personal. Like, you know, a person works so hard their whole life, even if they make more than what their rent is, it all goes to the facility. You get $188 a month.
When we put my grandmother in the nursing home, everything went to the state, or everything went to that company. They needed her Social Security, and any insurance money she had went straight to them.
Yeah, they gave her a allotment. What was it like? I don't know what the amount is right now, but used to, it was like they would let you have out of that money that they took, they would give them like 50 or 75 bucks, and we basically called it pop money. You know, it was
slush fund,
because they were in the nursing home, so they gave them a little bitty bit of money just so they would have a little bit of cash, you know, for, you know, whatever little thing that they could get that wasn't necessarily provided. And the only, you know, Medicare Part A is your inpatient hospitalization, but it only pays for 120 days of skilled nursing.
You're really trying to get me demonetized.
Then who?
Read it.
Oh,
you wouldn't be joshing me, would you, Josh?
So,
Josh, I'm gonna have to come live with you.
Yeah, get the full free ride up there in Canada if you can do that. So, but
that's what Mark said.
But to get, like, if you're long-term care in a nursing home, if you're going to be there from like now on, you don't have a plan of returning to your home or anything like that, then you're going to have Medicaid in the U.S. to pay for that. If you have any like houses or land or things like that, you have to sell that in order to pay for, and you have I believe it has to be on the market. You have up to 2 years to get it sold and stuff like that. And if you don't, the state attaches it. So like here in Oklahoma, the state would attach your property and the state would sell your property for the cost of the, you know, what you were in the nursing home and stuff like that. I used to work with all of these programs and Medicare, Social Security, et cetera, et cetera. And even that Affordable Care Act stuff that they got going on. But that's one of the things that I used to do in my previous life. Now I just watch cows eat grass and stuff.
Yeah. Well, my dad's 80 years old. He's living with me now, and he'll stay with me until either he passes or I pass.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep him out of it. Now, mind you, folks, if you have a medical condition situation where he has to be put medically,
Absolutely.
24-hour round the clock watch, that's different. But just to live your days out in a nursing home, because you just need to take a shot a day or whatever.
Yeah.
No, my dad will live with me until I die or until he dies.
You're on the Waltons plan.
I'm on the Waltons plan. That's right.
Not grandma, not grandpa,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way it used to be.
But you know what?
That was a plan forever.
I think it's the best thing because he keeps Lisa motivated. Lisa, you got to do this. Lisa, you got to do that.
Lisa. Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps. I thought I was the only boss. Now she actually got two bosses.
So Lisa's having to load that wagon twice.
Exactly. Looks like it wants to rain here today, folks. I sure hope it don't.
Is there a lot of mud or sand there?
No, it's probably mud, but the thing is it's just overcast really bad. I mean, like there's no sun. It's just overcast. I mean, look, I can show you. Look what it looks like out here. See? No sun at all.
Yeah,
and where's the pavilion?
You're getting ready to get wet.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna dump on us.
Yeah,
it's
coming right at you right now. It should be there by 4.
Yeah, we're gonna be like the flat rock, and God's gonna be like the cow. If you know what I mean, folks.
Yeah. I think we're right at the top tip of that where that rain band is, and it was up in Missouri yesterday. Just tip us, but it's going right through there.
Yeah, I was in Missouri yesterday, and Butler was saying it probably going to hit us today.
Well, we got rain last night. We got some yesterday. We got it before Butler got it yesterday.
I am seeing a lot of poison ivy out here, though, on the trees, growing on the tree, around the trees.
3 or 5 leaf?
Both. See both.
5 leaf is Virginia creeper. 3 leaf is poison ivy.
Yeah, it's 3 leaf and 5 leaf.
Yeah, 3 leaves of 3. Beware of these.
Yeah,
whether it's growing up out of the ground or on a tree.
Leaf of 3, yeah, leaf of 3, flee. They used to say.
I'm surprised that they. Like in a state park like that, they'd leave poison ivy out in the open.
Oh, you saw it. You should have seen it at Tin Killer.
Oh, I saw it live.
No, but around the campsites, no, there's none of them. They're off the trees. But if you just look around in the wooded areas, there's a lot of it.
Jeez.
So. But when it's growing, that tells you a lot of things. Though it tells you that you're getting a lot of water here. Everything is green. There's nothing dead. Everything is green. So I'd much rather have a year with a lot of water than no water.
Yeah.
Because when it dries up and you don't have no water, then the ground starts cracking. Your cement starts cracking.
We have that up here too. I mean we getting some major droughts up through Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas.
And Johnny, you know what I forgot to do while I was up there?
What?
Up at your neck of the woods.
What's that?
I wanted to take it. I wanted to sit down in the Judgment Day, and I forgot to ask you about that. I wanted to sit down and take a picture with the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah, nobody saw Judgment Day while anybody was up here.
Yep.
The other thing that you needed to do is take a picture sitting on Danny's back.
Well, and also I didn't get on the tractor. Should have got on that tractor or the dozer. I mean, I'll put on some overalls to drive the dozer. If he can do it, I can do it.
Put flip flops on.
I put my flip
I was
flops on.
going to say, you need your flip flops.
Oh, it looks like I see Jason and Tara pulling in. Jason and Tara right there in Springdale. Look. Let's see if I can see that. There they go right there.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yep. The Nugget.
The Nugget just drove by.
Yep.
Text them, Johnny, and say, we're watching you.
The Nugget just drove by. And there's somebody else coming in. I don't know who that one is.
It's a Corps of Engineers park. It's not a state park. Is what?
Yeah, it's a Corps of Engineers. Yeah.
I know Tim said that he was pulling in today, too.
Who?
Could be Ridge Life.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be Ridge. Can you y'all
He's got
recognize the
truck.
RV right there? It's coming up the hill right now.
Yeah, that could be Tim.
That's not Jason and Tara's truck.
No, Jason
No.
Tara, they just passed. This is another one.
They're already gone. I think that's
Yeah, that
Tim.
might be Tim right there. Is that a
Yeah.
Dodge?
Actually, it's a Tundra.
No,
Okay.
it's his Tundra. Yeah.
It's a Tundra. Then that's going to be Tim at Ridge Line.
You saw a camper drive by and money was flying out the back of it. You think they got a camper full of money?
No, it's like a boat. Bust out another 1,000.
Yeah. Hey, I really enjoyed staying in our camper down there at Tinkeler, while we were there. I really did.
Yeah.
And, I don't take that thing anywhere. I mean, it's sitting here. We just, since we came back, I haven't even fully unloaded it yet.
Yeah.
But, man, I'm looking forward to taking it camping somewhere again. I mean, because the only place that we've used it in forever has been at the deer camp.
Why couldn't you use it? Why couldn't you take it to Pinecone Fest?
I could.
That's not that far.
I think we're going to do something different. I think we're going to do that outdoorsy thing.
Oh, well, yeah. If you can find one, you better start booking quick because they're already starting to book those.
I think that one's been booked.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that
You check with your shipping department.
I think we might be staying with somebody, and I think they booked one.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that's what what's his name? Heard that Julie and Randy did. They were right next to us, and that was a nice camper.
Yeah,
It really was.
yeah.
Nice
And you know what I love about it? I don't have to pull it. I don't have to set it up. I don't have to take it down. All I have to do is go in it and sleep.
Take
watch
your food,
TV,
take whatever you want.
eat.
Yeah.
That seems like a win.
Huh?
That seems like a win.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
especially if we can, share the cost on this thing. Like I think I'm not sure, but I think Joey and Ginger might have already booked one, and I think that they're going to. I think we're going to share it or something like that. I think that's the plan. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out from Christine, but he had already found it, so we would all be set. And speaking of that, going to have to make a Georgia trip at some point this summer. So
Georgia.
Yeah.
Well, what? You're about 12 hours from them, are you not?
I think so. I can't remember, but I think that.
I think Ginger said it was 11 and a half hours.
I think we weren't the only ones that were headed that way, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I think she said it was 11 and a half hours from her place to your place.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Of course, that 11 and a half hours of a coffee drinker like Ginger, that might have been just 9 hours for anybody else.
True that.
No, but you understand that Joey was driving, so I think Joey's a fast driver. He's not the one to kick.
Oh, I
Now,
don't think he messes
wait,
around, but I'm telling you,
He has to give her
takes
the,
some. They require some stoppage. They
No,
have
I know
to
that.
stop.
I know that. But she also had a pecan.
A pecan. Uh-huh.
And I'm not talking.
Hi,
I'm not
Barb.
talking.
How are
I'm not
you?
talking the nuts.
Barbara Ben's over Acres in the house. Howdy.
Hey, Ben's over Acres. Barb, how you doing?
Good day.
Yep.
Anyways,
I love this watching these channels come on your live, Scott, and where they have like Jesse's Girl, Jennifer Ocean Homestead, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. When you put your name in your title, it makes it a whole lot easier for people to remember. But man, there's sometimes I can't remember a name, and I know it. I just can't remember because when you got 500 channels, I'm thinking, oh, was that Vanessa or was that Victory? Or
well, Ben's over Acres is Barb, and then Hardneck Farms is Wendy.
Yeah, and, or sometimes it's Mrs. Hardneck Farms. You just never know, because one day she wants to be Hardneck, next day she wants to be Mrs. Hardneck.
Wendy wants us to come to Guthrie. She was saying that you needed to go to Guthrie too, Jesse, this morning because they could get you on a gig on a movie or something. You were talking about that Gillies stuff and the movie and all that.
Right.
She's like, yeah, if you come, I can get you, be an extra in a movie or something like that. I guess they do a lot of movies over around Guthrie.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if she can get me on as an extra, I'll definitely barge in there.
They might be coming out with a new Santa Claus movie or something. And
oh, you say they might need a stunt man? We need somebody to fall off the roof. Oh, okay.
Johnny.
Johnny, you better grow your beard a bit longer because you're going to do that.
Yeah, I've got the summer beard going on right now.
Yeah, right.
And then this is about as short as it gets, and then this winter I'll grow it. And I've really got to grow it out this year because Rebecca made me one of those hats.
Yeah.
So this year I've actually got one of those hats to wear. So I really got to grow it out. So there are a lot of movies filmed here a lot, sometimes two at the same time. Wow. And my wife said, whatever.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny how she can't hear until she wants to hear.
Oh, she hears. I guarantee she could hear me. I could whisper something in here and she'd hear me from 4 rooms away. If I would, she could be in a meeting and she'll hear me whisper something. She is attuned.
Well,
I think they're all the same. Lisa does the same thing. What were you saying to Johnny about what?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I can be downstairs working in the shop, talking to somebody and have the live on, and she'll come up and question me about, well, who are you talking to? I'm like, I just had somebody's live on. Well, they said blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I can talk to you in the same friggin' room and you'll look at me and go, what? But I'm downstairs with machines going and you can't hear, you can hear that.
That's true.
Come on.
That is true. Absolutely.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So. To be perfectly fair, we do the same thing.
Right? I don't. At all. I mean, she's all the time, saying, did you hear that? She, the phone, she's always walking around with her phone and it's talking, the phone is. And because she's on these meetings and she's listening while she's moving around. And she said, did you hear what they said? And I said, nope, not a word. Had no clue. I don't listen to stuff like that. Her conversations are her conversations.
And yeah, if she's talking to her mother, she'll be like, did you, oh my God. And I'm like, what? She's like, well, you're right here. I'm like, I have my earbud in. I'm not listening to you. But there is times that, we all have selective hearing. Absolutely, Barb. That was just coming out of my mouth.
I don't have that. I really don't. I try to. It's so many years of working in office settings and stuff like that I had. I just try to tune everything out.
Exactly. No,
because you'll go nuts if you sit there and try to hear what somebody said all the time. It's just I just it's just background noise. It might as well be a fan blowing. I don't, I wish y'all could meet Tom, my husband. We'll bring him around. You go to meetups, bring him.
Unless he's like Debbie, my wife, who doesn't go near a camera. So the only ones that are going to get to meet my wife, well, Jesse and Lisa have, but it will be the people on the cruise.
Lisa is so sweet that a hummingbird flew up to her and then flew off. Yeah.
Either that or she's got Toby and it was Toby so sweet.
Yeah. Well, it could have been a hummingbird.
Or is Toby crashed out on his couch?
It could have been a hummingbird that needed some sugar.
Hi, Virginia. How are you? I would need to invite someone over to meet him and warm him up. Wendy will have to come over and check it, talk, invite us someday. We'll come over.
Or you know what, Wendy? Come on the cruise.
Yeah, bring him on the cruise.
Then
he can meet a bunch of folks
together.
that way. He can meet a bunch of folks.
Exactly. And people wonder why I keep doing this. I just got a letter. I'm being sued.
Nice.
Happens all the time.
You looking at my cosmic brownies?
I saw you were into the brownies a little while ago.
Home.
You better have one, Christine.
It's going to be pizza or a cheeseburger, Josh.
You never know. You could be going with a bacon cheeseburger today.
This then.
Huh? Yeah.
No way. I don't want to do that.
Oh, Wendy, a cruise is so peaceful and relaxing. Even if you're a person that you have a hard time to shut your mind off and relax, you will on a cruise.
Are you sure?
Because I guarantee it. Because I married to a woman who can't turn her head off. And she's fallen asleep beside the pool. She was so relaxed. And really, you're in the middle of the ocean. Go ahead. What do you got to worry about?
Yeah, especially if you don't have a phone that works. That'd be really cool.
Most people, will use their phones that are with us. Will use their phones to record. But you get an hour, or what is it? 150 minutes of Wi-Fi. That goes like that. Hey, Dale. Oh, drowning. No, Dale. Throw you overboard. Well, it depends on how much your lovely wife's going to pay us. Accidents do happen.
So once Wendy gets in her house, she may never leave it again.
Yeah, exactly. Have a good day. So I take it Christine's leaving. Bye, Christine. Anyways, this has been going on. Jesse's known about this for a while, but this is the same thing that's refestering itself again. And I just got a letter from a lawyer, so I got to go deal with that.
Okay.
So, anyways,
make sure you put it in their plate.
I'll go deal with the cattle.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Before you go live.
Right. Yep. Yep.
So you
Homestead
go to
hangout night, guys. Be there.
Scott can take a nap.
Yeah, we'll be there.
there's no
Unless
naps
somebody
this
comes
afternoon, Christine.
Unless somebody comes and hijacks us and takes us to Oklahoma, we'll be there.
All right.
Alrighty.
And anyway,
Take
we'll
care,
see
guys.
everybody later.
Toodles.
All right, you guys.
Bye.